bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. After years of teaching and mentoring students in the classroom, this educator turned author is offering advice to parents. Her latest literary work can be described as a guide to Christian living. Italia Hall has the story.
Former educator Annalita Swan says it took her 4 years to write her most recent books, King Hezekiah and the Lord's Prayer, a devotional. Swan says the purpose of the books is to help Christians on their walk with Jesus Christ. She says sometimes the faith of Christians may be tested, but they should always remain strong.
Sometimes I have moments like that myself. But what I do, right away I kind of catch myself and I say, Lord, you were there. And it's strange how when you make your mind up to follow Christ, temptations come to you left, right, and center. Even from those who you think would encourage you.
She says many times persons get into the habit of switching from church to church when their faith is tested, but she believes that Christians should instead stay the course and remain faithful.
That doesn't work out. Because wherever you go, you're going to find people in that church who are not following the Lord the way they should. So we have to put our eyes directly on the Lord himself. As I wrote these books, I tried to use the Word of God straight through so that we could keep on reading that word over and over and over, and letting it sink into our minds and then believe it.
The author says she also spent a lot of time writing about the nation's youth and their relationship with Christ. She believes that parents must do their part to ensure that their children are taught godly principles.
Them at Sunday school. And let them read the word. And when they get up, they might not want to do it. But the parents have to make sure that before those children leave home, they read the word.
Italia Hall, ZNS Network News.
A company created from humble beginnings and a vision is now a multi-million-dollar corporate entity. Bahamas Striping's success has resulted in many initiatives, including the launch of a back-to-school giveaway to assist numerous service organizations and hundreds of youngsters on Grand Bahama. During a press conference held at the Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce, company president Atario Mitchell says they are excited to give back in a significant way just in time for back to school.
Bahamas Striping group of companies, ever since we got started, we always look for ways to give back. And this is the second time we have decided to give back school bikes. And this particular time, what we decided to do is to just go a bit further than just giving bikes. So what we included in the bikes in this package is we have 2 books, 2 pencils, 2 pens, sharpeners, and in some cases crayons.
Mick Holding of the Grand Bahama Chamber of Commerce, along with Rotary Executive Billy Jane Ferguson and President of the Kiwanis Club of 8 Mile Rock, Anthony Jones, are all thrilled about the donation.
They're involved in many charitable donations throughout the year, and this one I think is quite unique. And I'd just like, on behalf of the community at large, but in particular the children and the parents who will be the recipients of these generous gifts, I'd like to say a huge thank you on their behalf.
With the economy the way it is, this is the most fitting time for us to be able to be a part of Bahamas Striping Group of Companies so that we can give back to the community. And we want to say thank you on behalf of Rotary Club of Lucaya for considering us to be a part, and we can assure you that these bags will get to the children that are in need of them.
And we all believe in giving back to the community. I want to thank the Striping Company for choosing us to help the young people in 8 Mile Rock.
Pirates Cove Water Park hosting a number of events over the holiday weekend. Saturday's highlight was the Bahamian Food Festival, which featured Bahamian dishes unique to various family islands. Manager David Wallace says that event was a success for vendors.
Food Festival, and a special thank you to Long Island, to Andros and to Cat Island who came out. Unfortunately, Bimini and Inagua did not make it out this year. And so those persons who came seemed to have enjoyed it with those association. They ran out of food, and so we apologize to those persons who came and who were unable to buy some of that crab or some of that Long Island mutton.
The events culminated on Monday with the second annual powerboat and jet ski poker run. Activities were also planned on land to make a day fun for the whole family. And Wallet says it was all for a good cause.
Today we have made the Grand Bahama Red Cross as we're partnering with them, and part proceeds from this year's poker run and the entrance fee will go to the Red Cross to assist them in their ongoing efforts to assist persons, as this, as you know, is the beginning of the hurricane season.
And now it is time to Ask the Doctor.
Welcome to Ask the Doctor. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt. KS from Nassau sent this question. My husband has colon cancer, and I can't convince him to take his medications or to get his cancer treatments from the doctor. What can I do to help? Thanks for sharing your question, KS. Convincing a loved one to follow doctor's orders or take medications correctly can be very challenging. It may seem like it's simple or personal matter, but not compliance or not taking medications as prescribed is a complicated and common problem. People do not realize the real damage or consequences of non-adherence. When patients with chronic medical problems, such as heart disease, hypertension, diabetes, or cancer, do not take medications as prescribed, the repercussions can be severe. For instance, not keeping blood pressure controlled can lead to heart disease, stroke, kidney failure, or early death. Taking medications as prescribed by the doctor is a decision only you or your loved one can make. It gives the best opportunity to manage medical conditions and maintain the best possible health. If you have any concerns about a medication you are taking, please email askthedrbahamas@gmail.com. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Stay with us. Sports is up next with Italia Hall.